beautiful Taurus, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your monthly reading for June 2021. I'm just cleansing your space here and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I'm truly grateful for your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder that this is a general reading. It may not resonate for everybody, so please take what is for you and leave the rest behind. This is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful that scammers are about pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings, and even if I did, I would not charge you. I also do not have WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I do not take donations, so if you would like to give back, please give your wonderful money to charity or save it for a rainy day. Also, my schedule just does not allow me to do personal readings, okay? So just so you're aware, if anyone contacting you asks you for money for a personal reading, it is a scam. I do not have a personal assistant either, and I do not do meet and greet. Also, there's been somebody on Facebook masquerading as me as well, asking for e-gifts. That is also not me. So please be mindful, be aware that these scammers are trying everything they can to get your wonderful money, and it is not me. Also look out for those things when it comes to other tarot readers as well, because I believe whoever's doing this, they're being investigated, but whoever this is actually listening to the tarot readers and using their information in order to do something fraudulent. Okay, let's get straight to your monthly reading, my beautiful Taurus. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Taurus? What do they need to know for June 2021? Well, first of all, there is a solar eclipse on the 10th of June. Okay, so very powerful energy there when it comes to an awakening. It is a time for giving it your all, whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, or if you're manifesting, you're getting a vibrational upgrade between that eclipse, that lunar eclipse that happened on the 26th of May there, right through to the 10th of June. Now, to start, you have Peacock Spirit. Let it shine, okay? You know, peacock your wonderful self, Taurus. Show yourself off, your skills, whatever it is. Also show yourself off, you know? You got a lot of potential in June. Very, very important energy there. I feel very much like, you know, you normally let your work speak for itself. It's not something you don't really shout about your gifts or your talents. You let everything speak for itself, which is a wonderful energy to be in. But I feel like there's a new energy about you to recognize, you know, what you're good at and let it shine. You know, you give yourself permission to shine, because when you do, you actually give other people permission to shine also. Okay, how many times have you met a person that they're really like completely authentically themselves, unashamedly? You know, they let themselves shine, and you know, sometimes they come across as really big in their character, but they just are enjoying who they are, enjoying their energy and extending it to others. You want to gravitate towards that person and be like, wow, they're so open, and you know, they give it out their information, you know, straight away. They're like, yeah, this happened to me, I went through this, and you know, they're really big in their energy. Sorry, they're just correcting me. They said not big, they said full. There is a difference. They're right. You know, someone who's big, it could be bravado, it could be ego. That's not what I mean. I mean someone who's full in their energy and they give it their all. They're not, you know, they're not like a shrinking violet in the corner, okay? Because once you sort of let that energy shine, other people want to come and join you in that energy, and they actually, you know, without even knowing it, come out of their own shell as well. So they're giving me that energy there. And we've got Bee Spirit, okay? And it says, sweet results await. So this is a time for basically getting rewards for whatever it is that you've been working on. The universe is about to bestow upon you something really exciting. So this is your kind of overall energy for the month. It's a very auspicious month, full of positivity, but also full of success there, whatever success looks like for you. We will be doing a Celtic cross a little bit later in the reading to see what to expect in terms of details for the month of June. So whether it's with regards to career and love, I will read both. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide? They are indicating with that Bee Spirit, anything that you've been working really hard on, okay? Now that could be, you know, gaining your confidence back after, you know, feeling unmotivated, or that your confidence has been knocked in some way. It could also be your you know, career path, or whatever it is that you've been working really hard on. It's time to sort of let the cat out of the bag, as it were, and, you know, rise up in that energy and own it. Now, we also have I'm loving this energy. First of all, the protagonist energy is the Temperance card. Something that you've patiently waited for. You've been coming into balance. The frequencies have been aligning there. And there's an energy here of you re-examine your priorities before you move forward. But I feel like you've got your purpose. You found your purpose. You found your motivation. And I feel like you're looking at where you give your energy to in a healthy kind of way. So I feel like whatever it is you've been patiently sort of chiseling away at there is going to be very, very successful, because we can see the energy is starting to shift throughout the month with that energy. Now, also, just to let you know, before I move forward, I am running another competition for one lucky subscriber to win a free personal reading. I do them in a competition as a giveaway only, okay, because I can only do one a month. My schedule does not allow it. I'll let you know how to win it right at the end, because some people are here for the messages, some people are here for both. I will announce the winner on the 28th of June, okay? Now, this is the Death card. This is in the antagonist energy. So because it's in this energy, they're indicating here that you're tying up loose ends, perhaps on projects or things that you were planning, but now is the time to move forward, okay? The Death card represents change, anything that was stagnant. If you're feeling like your hope was destroyed or cynical about something, you may have given up on something, and maybe even really try to work out how to do it in a different way so that you can still reap the rewards. It's almost like if you've got a plan and you feel like the plan has been stagnant, or that you felt unmotivated, you lost your mojo on something, or even if there was self-doubt there, I feel like there's an energy here of looking at it in a different perspective in order to move forward and rebirth it, because the Death card is about rebirth. It's about challenge, change, ascending out of adversity, as it were, but new beginnings. There's a transition here. So something old is shed, whether it's a pattern in terms of your career, if you've got old habits of not finishing things, for example. I'm guilty of that myself sometimes. This is a Scorpio card. So there's an energy of, maybe tying up those loose ends and getting something finished after a period of stagnation on it. In terms of love, it may be, you're releasing old patterns or habits with a person. Anything that's hindering you is being let go to make room for something greater in June. There's definitely an awakening here. Now, your unified position, this is the outcome position. You've got the Emperor card and you got the Strength card. Beautiful energy there, very powerful. When you get the two, this is about honoring who you are, what you deserve, Taurus. And this is an Aries card here. You've also got Sagittarian energy there and Leo. But this is a very fiery kind of outcome here where you're following your passion, your drive. In terms of work, you're bossing up, okay? You may be moving into a different position, something of more leadership. Now, I don't know whose energy this is, but they're showing me someone adjusting themselves on a seat to move forward like this. If that's you, because you're feeling uncomfortable, maybe you've got no space in the seat that you're in, I'm not sure. If that's you, there's something in this message for you. It's not going to resonate for everyone, of course, but I had to move myself because I'm picking up your energy that feels really uncomfortable, especially on the left shoulder. Okay, so maybe you've got something wrong with your shoulder and you're trying to adjust it. Maybe there's some sort of pain or something. Anyway, I'm going to move on from that energy, but they just want that person, whoever it connects to pay close attention to the reading. Now, the Emperor is about structure, about planning, planning for success. So in terms of your work, I feel like strategy is happening here where you're looking to the future. It's almost like you're looking at your 5-year plan. What is it that you want? And what is it you're patiently working on? And what is coming to a conclusion? Can you move on to the next part of the plan? You may be even thinking about being an entrepreneur, setting up your own business on the side, because the Temperance card is about weighing things up. Maybe doing something with one energy and then, sort of delegating time for another. So, for example, if you've got a normal job, 9 to 5, I say normal, what's normal these days? Nothing. But, if you've got like a 9 to 5 job or an office job, or you're working a coffee store or wherever you're working, but I feel like it's something that maybe just paying the bills or keeping you going while you work on something else, because I feel like there's a plan here. They're showing me something being crossed off a list. So if you're listening to this reading and you're actually crossing off things off a list as you're listening to this reading, there's something in this reading for you. If that's not you, it doesn't mean it's not your reading. If it does not connect to you, it just means they want that person to pay close attention to the reading. But it could also be about you actually finishing things or crossing things off and moving on to the next part of the plan. There's success in this card, okay? Domination, power, energy. In terms of love, this could be about looking for something that is more settled in energy, releasing any past relationships or memories or anything of things that kept you stuck, and sort of really looking towards what it is you want and what makes you happy in terms of a long-term relationship. Okay, you may be meeting somebody who is about to enter your world that really brings a lot of respect for you and meets you halfway when it comes to a relationship. Someone that you would definitely want to settle down with, but we'll go deeper in that. Now, we've also got the Strength card. What's wonderful about this card, it's number 11 there. Normally the Strength card is number 8 in a major arcana deck. It's number 11 here, which is about soul path number, and it's about, you know, being on the right path, having the courage to go after your dreams, your goals, and just know that you're overcoming any obstacles. Okay, that inner roar is coming out. I feel like you're showing people your true colors, you know, what you're capable of. I feel like you're showing people your potential. You're showing people that they can't keep you in like a little box. Now, they're giving me the name Dexter. So if your name is Dexter or your surname is Dexter, if that's you, there's something in this message for you. It's not going to resonate for everyone, of course. Now, Dexter, when I think about Dexter, now I either think one of two things when I think of Dexter. So if it's not your if it's not your name that they're trying to connect to, you know, the only two things that popped into my mind, not from spirit, they just gave me the name, from my mind, is that cartoon Dexter's Laboratory. Like there's like lotions and potions and things bubbling. It's like things are in the planning stages for some sort of world domination. And because you got that Emperor card there, I'm really feeling that energy, like all your plans are coming together in order to raise you up. And I feel very much like your mind or your brain, your synapses are going crazy, going, oh yeah, everything's fitting into place. It's like all the cogs are coming together. Also, there's that other series. I think there's a series like Dexter, and it was about not a very nice person. I feel like he was a serial killer. I'm not sure. I don't feel like it's that. I feel like it's more that your brain is alive with ideas, and, you know, don't pay close attention to the ideas. The only reason I mentioned the other series with the serial killer is because I feel like someone said that. It wasn't me. I've not seen that. So I feel like someone has said, oh my gosh, not that. So if that was you, there's something in this message for you, but it's not anything to do with that series. Okay, so I'm just going to leave that there. But this is the force. This is your inner force coming out, Taurus. And I feel like you're rising up to be very, very successful. In terms of love, for example, I feel like this is about you honoring yourself, loving yourself, a lot of self-love there, unconditionally respecting yourself and knowing what you truly deserve in terms of a relationship, and, you know, being patient, waiting for the right one, recognizing where you may have given a lot of your energy to someone who did not reciprocate in the same way. And it's almost like you're cultivating your world, you're culling it, you're getting rid of dead wood in your life. Now that may be in relationships, romantic or friendship wise, could be in career, but I feel like you're almost like pruning and cultivating your world to make it a happier space long term. Now let's see what's coming for you in June 2021. What's the heart of the matter? Ten of Swords. Wow. Taurus, this is your present moment. A lot of anxiety, or even a lot of, you know, those brain synapses, as I said, going crazy, alive with ideas. But the Ten of Swords indicates there's something here that is either needling you, or you feel like there's a lot of tension. There's a lot going on here. Everyone wants a piece of you. Okay, and sometimes that's in a good way, but other times when you just want a breather, or sometimes yourself, you're like, when do I get to have some rest myself? Okay, so I feel like you've come as far as you can in a situation, and I feel like you're getting a little bit antsy, that it's just, maybe you're feeling like you're at a breaking point with something. Okay, now this could be in career. You may feel like there's just a lot going on, and you're wondering, how much of this is enjoyable? What am I getting out of this? Do I still want to be doing what I'm doing? Or is this just hurting my brain too much and there's just no enjoyment anymore? It just feels like you're at, not, I wouldn't say rock bottom, but I feel like the Ten of Swords energy is, you're at breaking point. You're walking away. You're about to walk away from something. Okay. I feel like it's definitely a new beginning for you. Now some endings can be really graceful. Okay, the Ten of Air, Ten of Swords can be a graceful ending when you recognize that, you know, it's just run its course. But I feel with this particular energy from this card, it's like it's getting too much. You're at breaking point with something and you have to move. Now, this could be a point of an epiphany, an idea. It doesn't mean a physical breaking point. It could be that you're like, I've exhausted all avenues on something and I'm trying to find a different route elsewhere. So, you know, it's about going through, as I said, that all those synapses kind of going crazy, going, okay, what next? What next? Crossing things off. Okay, I'm nearly getting there. But I feel like you're trying to have patience at the same time, and it's like this gear shift that is, you know, you want to move forward but you can't. You're like, I'm ready to go, but something's keeping me back. So I feel like you're ready for new. Okay, whether that's in your career or in love, I feel like it's the end on something. So either you're walking away from a place of work. I'm going to clarify this card as well because they just said clarify. Whether you're walking away from a sector, a whole sector, you know, you're doing something completely new in terms of career, or whether you're thinking about walking away from a workspace because, you know, you've been weighing up your options there and you're calling time on something. You're like, I need to do something for me. I need to do something that's now enjoyable for my life, okay? So, or whether it's in a career, in love, and you're walking away from something because you recognize you want someone who respects you and wants to meet you halfway in a relationship. Now, clarifying this, we got the Hermit card and we got the Emperor in reverse. So it's really interesting energy here. Okay, now in terms of career, there's an energy here of perhaps you dealing with a boss type figure who is immature, perhaps even very rigid, in their energy, very chaotic workspace perhaps. I feel like it's not something that you want to be in, and I feel like also that you would make a better leader, Taurus, or a better boss, if that makes sense to you. The Hermit card in the reverse indicates, you know, if you were to step into this position, I feel like you would not make the same mistakes as whoever this person is, putting a lot of pressure on people. It's almost like a pressure cooker with this. Okay, and I feel like there's an energy here of you being prepared to leave the situation. You may have stayed silent on the situation for a while, Taurus, because we got that Hermit card in the reverse, which indicates when it was in the upright, you know, you may have stayed silent, really thought about things, you know, kept it to yourself. A lot of enlightenment came though, and you're coming out of the cave. It's almost like, I'm done, I'm leaving, I'm off. I can't do it, okay? So there's definitely an energy here of you breaking out of something that is keeping you stuck, very rigid, maybe even authoritarian kind of energy, you know, here. And I feel like it's not a protective energy. It's more like a ruthless energy that I'm feeling that you may be working under. And it may be just one person because they're showing up with the Emperor card, and it's the Emperor card twice, okay? But I feel like you would, if you were to step into this role, I feel like you would be the right person for it. But there's a moment here, Taurus, where I'm also feeling that you're wondering if you can do it, okay? You may have a little bit of self-doubt there. Do not doubt yourself. You've got everything you need within you to step into a leadership position, whether that's within your company or whether it was in another company. That's totally your call, okay? But I feel very much like you're ending something and you're something much better is coming for you, okay? Also, in terms of love, there's an energy here of you being or recognizing that something that, or somebody who is being very immature in their energy, they may return to you, and they keep maybe returning to you in a sort of a immature kind of energy there, or someone who's got a bit of an ego that is very difficult to break. Now, when I say ego, I don't mean the ego is in bravado, like someone thinks they're better than you, although it could be. What I'm getting more is that someone is not opening themselves up to vulnerability and love. I feel like, you know, a certain part of our ego keeps us protected there. So I feel like this person, they actually do not want to make the same mistakes as the past. But I feel like this person is something that you've given up on, and you may even feel very lonely with this person. It's like, what do I get out of this situation? So both situations, I feel like you may be asking yourself, what am I getting out of this? Am I happy here anymore? And if I'm not, what do I need to do about it? So I feel like the Death card signals change. Now, what is the challenge in this situation? Thank you so much. First of all, I'm going to give you a huge hug there, Taurus, because that energy is quite tense. And if you've been suffering, especially, it will have been amplified with that moon energy, that sort of super moon that we had there. So I'm sending you a huge hug there. What is the challenge in this situation? Thank you so much. Spirit guides, great angels, can you please guide? Thank you so much. We have, oh, Two of Cups energy. They want this at the bottom. The challenge here is the Two of Cups. Now, the Two of Cups, in terms of career, it is about, you know, a healthy, balanced, loving, supportive relationship with your colleagues or your workspace. The challenge here is that there's either arguments, some sort of office politics, or maybe you've left this place now, or maybe you were forced to leave this situation. You're trying to find your balance within the situation. There's an energy here of you trying to find something that you love doing, or that loves you back, reciprocates in the same way. So you may have felt like you haven't been getting that at this moment in terms of career. In terms of love, you may be looking for a loving relationship that is, you know, balanced, kind, harmonious, and actually someone who wants to go the distance, you know, level up to the next stage, maybe a proposal, maybe marriage, if that's what you're hoping for. So the challenge here is about following your heart and finding either your soul tribe in terms of love, in terms of work, or a loving relationship. So June is about, you know, you really looking at things and sort of re-examining your priorities as to what's going on in your world. What is below you? Oh, we got the Lover's card. Now, this is again about partnerships. So June is very, very important for you making some huge decisions here when it comes to work or love. In terms of work, again, this is about partnerships, okay? And it could also be about, if you're thinking about being an entrepreneur, you may be wondering whether you should partner up with somebody else or whether you should go solo on something. You may also be looking at, if you're separating from a workspace or a company, wherever you work right now, you may be thinking about what's the best route for you to go forward. Should you partner up with a company that you've always wanted to work for? Is this someone who is going to, is it going to be a case of out of the frying pan into the fire? I'm going to pull a quick card on this for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. All those butterflies in that Lover's card indicates change. Ooh, okay. So yeah, there's indecision. Again, like the Lover's card, it used to be called the choice, okay? So it is about you weighing up your options. This is your deep-rooted emotions. This is the thing that's carrying you through. You recognize you have choice, Taurus. You're not completely stuck where you are, okay? And maybe you're trying to make a decision, and because that Ten of Swords, it's like trying to weigh up your options, cross things off lists, really work out a plan, as it were, as you move forward. Now, the Hangman in the reverse indicates you may have been dealing with some sort of selfish energy. People are actually putting a lot of pressure on you, and it's not warranted, but it's making you consider your options. We got the Two of Swords again. So, sorry, when I say again, I mean you've got like a weighing up options, a choice card again. The Two of Swords is a stagnant energy, you know, uncertainty, trying to weigh up your options, but feeling like you're in a stalemate. So it's not that you are stuck, but you may feel like you need to take some time to figure out the next move for it to be the right move, okay? In terms of love, similar energy. There is a soulmate energy here where you may have either separated from somebody that you love and you believe that this person is your soulmate, but they're in selfish energy. You may love this person a lot, and it looks like with the Two of Cups and the Lover's card, this person loves you also right back in a large amount of depth, okay? But they're indicating that this person is sometimes, they think of themselves, okay? This person may even, be indecisive about the way that they sort of commit to relationships, which has made you start thinking, well, if this is now, what's going to happen in like 3 years time, 5 years time? Is this person going to continue to be in and out of my life, or will there be something more stable? And if I don't feel like this person can give me stability, even though there's love, it may not be enough. That you may think of looking for something that is more stable, because you can't live in the drama. Nobody likes to live in the drama. And Taurus, you really do not look for drama there, okay? So a lot of decisions to make here. Now, what was in the recent past? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Taurus? Also, just to let you know, I've started a new channel. It's called the Muse Eye Messages. It's a Peacock Card channel, which gives you the opportunity to check in with your intuition and use it against the energy that I feel in that moment for the cards. So it may be beneficial to you if you like Peacock Card channels. If not, then obviously don't bother. But I just thought I'd let you know there. We got a Two of Pentacles. So in the recent past, we've got more options. Okay, so this is about a lot of like weighing up making decisions, weighing up those options, and multitasking, trying to, in terms of your career, as I said, you may be setting up something on the side. So multitasking, trying to make it all work. I feel a lot of frenetic energy about you, Taurus, but I feel like you're going to come through. Your overall energy, the unified energy, is a lot of success, okay? So whatever you've been wrestling with there, whatever it is that you've been trying to sort of figure out, there's infinite possibility for you to rise up and be successful. As you can see, she's on one of the tallest buildings there. She's making stepping stones. There's leaps and bounds, but there's still something that's in the balance there. So the Two of Pentacles also indicates, you know, just be mindful that you give yourself a little bit of rest when it comes to work, Taurus, because if you're working really hard, a lot of workaholism, etc., even if you love what you do, there is an energy of needing a little bit more time for yourself, because especially when you're in a Ten of Swords energy. So just give yourself a break, okay? The world is not going to end if you take a day off and just go, you know what, today I'm literally going to do nothing. I'm going to sit there, I'm maybe watch an old movie if I want to, maybe take a walk in nature. I'm not going to look at my cell phone, all of those things, okay? Now, there's just considering options is what they're giving me, considering options. And it's almost like you don't want to make a wrong move, because I feel like you feel like it's a really important deal. It's a big deal, whatever this choice is. I mean, of course it is. Let me see. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. They're showing me like a grid, okay? A grid. And it's almost like a vortex kind of grid. It feels like if you're on a grid and you're trying to make a move forward, and you feel like if you make a wrong move, you fall off the grid. So I'm not sure what that is. So either you've worked really hard to get to a position in your career, and you feel like you have to go continue a little bit more in order to get something, like a milestone or a certificate or something, and you feel like if you stop for a moment, though, you fall off the grid, like you become not a non-entity. I just feel like whatever industry you work in, it's almost like it's expected to keep going and keep going and keep going to rise up. So I don't know what that is, but please take it as it resonates. You're not going to fall off the grid, okay, is what they're giving me here. The Eight of Voices in the reverse, okay? Eight of Voices in the reverse is an energy of release, escape, liberate, free your mind, okay? So stop overthinking this, whatever this is. It's very intense energy. So, you know, just give yourself a bit of a breather, and be gentle with yourself as well. I'm just going to pull another card here. I feel like in terms of love, I feel also the same. You know, maybe you may have felt like somebody made you an option rather than the choice. How would you like to receive? Yeah, someone that you may have been waiting for. They're indicating with the Sun card in the reverse. This is an energy of, it's not quite making you happy, because it's almost like you're living in the in-between, waiting for something. It's making things be overthought. There's analysis paralysis almost. We got the Fool card, we got the Chariot in the reverse, and we got the Page of Materials. Okay, so Page of Materials in the reverse indicates somebody in terms of love who may have withdrawn their solid investment in a relationship. Someone who tends to make trouble, makes, problem, drama. Okay, it doesn't mean that they're not all in, but it means that sometimes they push themselves out of a situation when it's really starting to blossom, because there's some sort of self-sabotage going on there. So you may be dealing with someone who is doing that in terms of love. And this person may have been younger than you, because we got that Page of Materials there. The Chariot indicates you've given up on this. Okay, but although you've given up on this, or you feel like you're losing hope with this, you've lost direction with this relationship or this way of thinking, there's an energy here of it's still affecting you in some way, Taurus. The Fool card indicates that there is a sort of a leap of faith that is required to walk away from all that energy. I feel like you're trying to rise above it, and there's a new start here for you. With the Fool card, they're indicating, you know, climbing that ladder. There's all those pearls of wisdom on the side of that ladder there, and as you can see, it's like desert kind of land, but on the pinnacle there, there's like the sun, which indicates your happiness lies over a leap. There's a gap there, so they're indicating that it's necessary for you to take that leap of faith. I feel like that is onto something new, okay? In terms of love, I feel like there's, how would you like to receive? Yeah, the World card. And one more, just to clarify. Thank you so much. Yeah. it's an end to the confusion. Okay, the World card in the upright indicates, you know, you've come as far as you can. You've hit a glass ceiling, as it were, in terms of your love relationship. This is in the recent past or in the past there. So I feel like you're ending the confusion. You may be doing a lot of shadow work. There's an energy here of being frustrated that you have to sort of walk away from something, almost like disbelief that you'd come so far in a union, but you don't see any way forward apart from a new start. That's actually when you start activating the right love for you, whether it is with this person from your past. I'll see if there is a return there, or whether this is new love coming on in. But once you set your intention to walk away from anything that disrespects you, Taurus, you teach the other person about respecting you, that you have boundaries, and if they've overstepped the boundary, you're not having it. So I feel very much like you will be teaching that person what you're willing to accept and not, and they will step up to the plate. What is the potential here? The Ace of Swords, the breakthrough. Okay, just to let you know, I'm using the Mystical Moments Tarot, new tarot deck for me, and I'm only reading the uprights in this, okay, apart from the challenge position. So the Ace of Swords is an epiphany. It's a communication. So Ace of Swords indicates that in terms of your career, triumph and success, destiny and fate align to bring you what you need. The universe is kind of within you. So, you know, you're manifesting these opportunities, but most importantly, they're indicating you already have the key to unlock everything that is within you. So your ideas, they're very important. Pay close attention to them. I feel like you will be, there's almost some sort of new opportunity that is connected to some sort of communication, because air is about communication. I feel like you're about to unlock something that's really exciting, and I feel like you'll negotiate a really good deal. I feel like also the obstacles, any mountains that are, you know, they're fading into the background there. Anything that has been hindering you, it's all fading into the background. It's all becoming gray. You're moving forward. You're not even looking back at that position. So anything that you've been swirling around and round in with your brain, they're indicating you'll find the key. You'll have the epiphany moment, the aha moment that lets you move forward. In terms of love, I really feel like you're going to be starting talking to somebody new. So they just give me the name Belinda. So if your name is Belinda, there's something in this message for you. It could also be a new person that you're talking to if you're looking for a feminine energy. So, or it could be someone called Belinda who actually, oh wow, they give me a song. One moment, please. I'm just going to pop that there. It could even be Belinda that introduces you to somebody new. But they just give me a song right now, and I know this song, it's quite famous, but I can't think who sings it. It's Circle in the Sand, Round and Round. Let me just see if I can get the lyric. One moment, please. Circle in the Sand, never ending. I can't get that. Something found. Could you play it again, please? I'm truly grateful. Circles in the Sand, Round and Round. I can't, I'm so sorry, I cannot get it. If you believe in the heart of me, our love is all you need. Circle in the Sand. Yeah, I can't get it. I'm guessing it's called Circle in the Sand, right? I'm just going to pull a quick card on that energy and see what's coming through. Ace of Swords, thank you so much. Oh, that's quite a lot. We have Wounded Warrior energy. We have Knight of Wands energy. Okay, so let's put it this way. They're indicating here the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Wands. So either this person, in terms of your love situation, was very transient in your life, in and out. Doesn't mean they're a cheater. Doesn't mean that they are choosing someone else over you. It just means that this person, very passionate, very lusty, very free-spirited, but, you know, here today, gone tomorrow kind of energy. It's caused you a lot of pain, a lot of hurt. There's an energy here of this person. You persist with this person even though that they've hurt you. You know, if anyone else treated you in the same way, Taurus, you would never ever let this person back into your life, ever. But there's something about this person. I feel there's a lot of love with this person. I feel like there's a breakthrough coming with this person for sure. With this energy, but I feel like this is what has kept you guarded. This person's kept you completely like on eggshells, not knowing whether they're going to stay this time. That's the energy that I'm getting. Also with the Page of Pentacles, now I'm getting two energies from this card, so I have to pull a card on that, okay? What I'm getting here, though, the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse indicates you're not going to be single for long when it comes to love, okay? And also be mindful of workaholism. I feel like you're going to be opening yourself up to love. There's a potential to settle down with somebody, but just be mindful that you're working really hard. Leave some time for love if that's what you're wanting to find, okay? The Eight of Pentacles indicates that this person that wounded you, they want to repair, because the Eight of Wands in the reverse is a repair. Now, this could be repairing the damage that they did in the relationship with you, or this could be you repairing yourself. Because we got that Page of Pentacles, I just want to clarify that with a different deck before I move forward. Can you please clarify this Page of Pentacles? Three of Emotions in the reverse. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. And one more. Thank you. Oops. Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. Can you please guide? Thank you so much. We got the Temperance card again, and we got the Ten of Inspiration. Okay, this is a person you got a lot of baggage with, okay? This person's coming into balance. The Three of Emotions is someone who does not support the union emotionally, someone who may, use substances like alcohol, etc., etc. Someone who suppresses their emotions, does not open up. So this is an energy here of someone being completely closed off. And it's very frustrating. That Ten of Swords there is an energy of, there's a lot of baggage, a lot. And it's become to the point where it's breaking point. But the Temperance card, again, in your reading, just suggests that things are coming into balance, into union, and this person is going to step up and offer you something. It may be a little, but they're indicating that there is some sort of offer of some sort of solid union, a step in the right direction, an epiphany this person's having. I just want to clarify new as well for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please clarify how you like? So the Sun in the reverse indicates waiting for a little bit, maybe past June. Let's see after June for new. Can you please guide my beautiful Taurus? Would you like to receive the Death card? Thank you so much. Okay, definitely making some life-changing. Okay. So they are indicating the choice again for you. So they're just indicating for new, you're going to wait a little bit, not too long, Taurus, but a little bit, okay, before that new person comes on in here. We got two Knights here. Okay, so the Knight of Inspiration, so that's that person showing up who's in and out of your life. Yes, there's an element of this person who's going to offer you something solid, but I feel like this person's got commitment issues, okay? And just be mindful of that. This person is very passionate, like a moth to a flame, but there's another person coming on in here, Knight of Voices there. This is someone who is... takes action. Someone who's going to sweep you off your feet, Taurus. Someone, male or female, not a gender-specific reading, but this is an energy of someone sort of coming on in here. It's a love that will change your life. Okay, that's the energy, life-changing love. Someone who does what they say they're going to do. Someone who raises you up. Someone who actually has a lot of wisdom when it comes to love as well. I feel like this person's been overcome a lot of obstacles and is in a more zen kind of place. So there is an opportunity for new love coming on in here. You will be talking to somebody new, but you will have a message from somebody that you may have dealt with in the past in terms of love, okay? Now let us see. What is coming in your near future? Either way, I feel like there's union here for you, Taurus. Thank you so much. Whether you're settling down with this person in June, I don't think so. I feel like you'll be talking. There's a lot of talking going on. Four of Wands, beautiful. So again, high level commitment there with that Four of Wands. How would you like to receive? Thank you so much. Oh, normally they don't do this. Okay, they want me to stop there. Interesting. So in the near future, the Four of Wands is you're at the finish line. Okay, this is celebration. The Four of Wands is an energy of people coming together. You did it. So in the near future, in terms of career, whatever it is that you're hoping to achieve, whatever it is that you've been waiting for, this is a time for celebration. This is a time for recognizing that sweet results await. As I said, this is like the finish line. You did it. You made it. And I feel very much like it's an illuminatory kind of energy. You're able to build something upon this. Now, this could be you returning to a workspace with colleagues, etc., etc. People who actually, meet you halfway, do not disrespect you in any way. This is a more peaceful environment. And I feel like this is a time for, it's almost like you're coming home to yourself. The Four of Fire is about new creative phase, you know, harmony in relationships again. So if you've been going through the ringer with a boss type figure or somebody at your workspace that's making you feel uncomfortable in any way, that's all about to change. There's going to be good company, and I feel like all of you together can come together to make magic and rise up and achieve your goals and your dreams. Okay, this is an achievement card. In terms of love, I feel this is your halfway to marriage card, so I feel like you will be in a union that moves towards a deep commitment there. I feel like they're really highlighting right now the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is like success, triumphant success, a breakthrough. So I feel like you're having a major breakthrough in terms of your career and in love, and that catalyst is the 10th of June there for you with that solar eclipse. There's an awakening for sure. Now, what is the advice to yourself in this moment? Hang in there, the Hangman. You've been waiting patiently. But during this time where you've been waiting patiently, this is a time of reflection, manifesting new opportunities, whether it's in business or in love. You must be willing to sacrifice something to gain something new, something better. This is release. This is surrender, okay? No more times for missed opportunities. There's no such thing as a missed opportunity, Taurus, because what is right for you will never pass you by. And that's the same in terms of love. If someone is not meeting you halfway in terms of love, and they're not investing in a future with you and giving their heart to you, I mean, nothing's ever just black and white, okay? There's always the gray area where people are dealing with certain things. It's very difficult to open up. But if you feel like you're being disrespected by somebody, or someone is being very selfish and it's just their needs all the time, then you need to really look at that energy, okay? And I feel like you will have a breakthrough here. I feel like there's an energy of moving forward without that kind of behavior. The Hangman also indicates, look at that, you're unzipping. It's almost like you're unveiling a new you, a new life for yourself in June. And I feel like behind this zip here is like it's like a breath of fresh air. You can finally see the woods for the trees. Now the environment, the external environment, is the King of Swords. King of Swords in terms of career is about reason over intellect. Not intellect, sorry, reason over instinct. So you may be trying to, in terms of your intuition, it's on point, but you may be also trying to reason with yourself and use your intellect there. As it keeps coming back to the brain, really strategizing for you. And I feel like you're sticking to the plan, and I think you're thinking before you act. So the circumstances are ripe for you to take action on a plan that you've been thinking about, mulling over for quite some time. The King of Swords often takes action, but they've investigated it first. They've got a bird's eye view of the whole situation before they actually take out that sword and start moving forward and cutting things out of their life, or, you know, forging a way ahead for themselves. The King of Swords also is an energy of leadership, strategy, thought, and being an international kind of leader. So for example, you may be thinking about going abroad or broadening your horizons in a different way, opening yourself up. It's a big old world out there, but I do feel like you may be bossing up and negotiating better deals for yourself and for your future. Also in terms of love, I feel like you'll be talking to somebody new who actually takes action, someone who may be a deep thinker. Gemini energy, I've got some very strong Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy in your chart, as well as a lot of water, Taurus. So I feel like you will be partnering up with someone who's got Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio in their chart also. A little bit of fire, maybe Leo, but I just don't feel anything more than that. The King of Swords, it doesn't mean that it can be any sign, to be honest. They just give me the name Christopher. So if that's your name or someone you were dealing with, please take it as it resonates. It's not going to resonate for everyone. I feel like that came up a couple of weeks ago as well. Now they're showing me something very unique. I feel like it's a necklace, and it's almost like it's got a hammer on it. It looks like a hammer or something on a necklace. So if that's you, there's something in this message for you. I'm not sure, other than it looking kind of like a trophy kind of thing, I'm not sure what it really connects to. So I guess it's an actual specific piece of jewelry that looks like a hammer. So yeah, please take it as it resonates. But the environment is perfect for you to action your plan and broaden your horizons. In terms of love, you'll definitely be talking to somebody new, okay? But you do get to the choice as to who you want to be with. Now, the Two of Wands. So another two here. This is your hopes and fears, waiting for results. Maybe whatever you're waiting for, you're hoping, opens up the world to you in a way that it has never done before. In terms of your career, you may have put out your resume, or you may have put some plans in action. You're just waiting for those results before you can move forward. This is an energy of, now I really feel the 26th, the moon that we just had, I really feel like that unlocks something for you, okay? And they're giving me the date 18. 18 is the moon card as well. So the moon is very, very important for your energy. So I feel by the end of, so right about the 27th of June, I feel like something major would have come. Some sort of news will have come into your world in order to allow you to move forward. I feel like it'll be before then, but I feel like something major is happening then for you. So pay close attention to that date. Okay, it's almost like you're building something that's really exciting. The stars are aligning for this moment. I feel like the fear here is, stagnancy, not being able to move forward on something. You may be waiting as well for someone that you love. I'm going to pull another card on that. Someone that you love, that you felt was your soulmate, that you may have separated from. You may be waiting to see if they actually step up their game in terms of your relationship. And if not, you're moving forward without them. How would you like to receive? The Magician in the reverse. Okay, the unfulfilled potential. Ooh, yeah. They're just giving me this like pinball energy. They gave it to me a couple of days ago with another sign. So it's almost like pillar to post, but then eventually you hit the jackpot. Okay, so you may feel like you've been all over the place, but now it's the time for the big one. So we got the Magician and we got the Hangman. So they're indicating someone that you've been waiting for. That you feel is unfulfilled potential there with. You may be waiting for this person to really show you how they feel about you before you move forward. And the fear here is that this person, they just fall short. They never quite step up to the plate, okay? And they never really learn, because the Hangman is about getting a new perspective. Now, the outcome here, thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Very, very positive outcome, I feel. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Taurus? What do they need to know? One more. Thank you so much. We got the Justice card, we got the Page of Swords, and we've got the Nine of Wands. Okay, so the Nine of Wands, I'll start with that. You got that again. That's the second time. This is the wounded warrior energy, Taurus. You have endured a lot, whether it's in career, whether it's in love. You're spinning all the plates. I'm not surprised you're showing up in the Ten of Swords energy to start. Okay, it's almost like your head hurts, your heart hurts, everything hurts right now. You're like, where do I move forward? Okay, even when things are going good though, there's just this energy at the back where it's a little bit of anxiety. I mean, we all get it. We're all human. We all have those worries there. Please don't allow it to shadow any goodness that comes your way, because there's a lot of good things to come. Okay, the Nine of Wands indicates if you had felt like giving up on a goal or a dream or a job opportunity because of you've struggled away for years trying to action something and it just is not happening. You feel you keep getting knockbacks all the time. Spirit's indicating you're nearly there. Okay, this is about being on the brink. You've come so far. You haven't come this far to only get this far, right, Taurus? So there's definitely an energy here of you persisting, because the Nine of Wands is an energy of persistence, of having faith, trying not to be too defensive, even though things have not gone in your favor. You may have been marked by it forever, but you may have, and you will remember it, but you've learnt from it and you proceed forward. Okay, you will blossom regardless of all the thorny kind of energy that is around you. So whether people are trying to knock you or in some way stifle your energy and block you, there's an energy here of you overcoming it and shining no matter what. So whatever you've worked really hard for, you will still shine. All the cogs will come into place there. They just asked me to look at the bee really closely. Oh my gosh, yeah, they're right. They wanted me to have a look really closely at the bee, and there's actually cogs right in that bee. Sorry, when I'm channeling, I'm actually looking in the water, so I glance at the card first of all, and I channel the energy that I'm getting. They've just been really illuminating this right now. There's cogs there, so it's almost like all the cogs are starting to fit together and starting to move forward after a period of nothing happening. Okay, now in terms of your career, I'll keep going with career and then I'll end it for the love bit. The Page of Swords is an energy of you investigating something greater, okay? Perhaps you're looking further afield, trying to learn about something that you would like to do that's different. Pages also bring news, so you may be hearing about an opportunity that allows you to expand your knowledge, but also sort of cast your net a little bit wider. As you can see, this figure there dressed in like a uni kind of outfit there, the cap and gown. So this is an achievement. Maybe you're waiting for some sort of results on something and finally get the news that you passed, and this is an opportunity for you now to, as you can see, normally you blow that kind of, I can't remember what that flower is called, but you blow the seed and it sort of scatters. So this is about you scattering the potential far and wide, and actually something will grow from there. So I feel like you're going to gain an opportunity, but I feel like you may be investigating it first, exploring something new, having a new focus or a new idea, and running with it. You're curious about a new job or something, and I feel like you're going to be raised up because of it. Also, in terms of the Justice card with your career, justice is about weighing things up, but it's also about fairness, equality, okay? Getting what you truly deserve, Taurus, because you've struggled quite a bit with some sort of situation. You're wrestling with it there, and I feel like your future actions will be changed forever by the decisions you make in this moment. It's cause and effect. But the truth will come out if you felt like you've been in a very unsettled environment that was negative. You may even be taking someone to court, legalities. So I feel like it will go in your favor because you got it in a very positive position there. But I do feel like you find a solution to your situation that is way better for you. Okay, the Justice card indicates you may have a lot of paperwork to deal with as well, contracts and something to sign. But I feel like it all works out in your favor. Don't give up on whatever it is you're trying to action, even if you feel like you've been wrestling with it for a while. Now, in terms of love, we definitely have, obviously, that wounded warrior getting back on the horse when it comes to love, not letting heartbreak and sadness sort of deter you from really blossoming and being who you are. It takes courage to rise up after heartbreak. You know, it takes a long time to heal. Be gentle with yourself. But the Page of Swords, I'm going to have to clarify this energy because I do feel like you will be talking to somebody new. Again, page energy often is a new kind of energy, or someone who is younger than you kind of energy. But I do feel like there's someone from your past who's just checking you out online, because the Page of Swords is the lurker of the deck, as it were. It's almost like they like to see what you're up to. They may be asking about you and coming towards you after learning something because they want to actually go further with you in a certain area. They want to expand on a relationship with you. This could be, oh, we got Justice again. So this is the relationship that is right for you. And Justice is also about finding a solution. Knight of Voices, Three of Inspiration. Okay, it's like a domino effect as you move forward. How would you like to receive? Thank you so much. Okay, so they're indicating here, unless this person that you want to find a solution with, if they do not take action, you're moving forward without them. Okay, the Three of Wands indicates expansion. So you may be waiting for this person to make a move, but the Knight of Swords in the reverse indicates they may not make a move, okay, in the way that you'd hoped. So therefore, it's not that you're going to give them an ultimatum, but I feel like, you know, you're not prepared to wait for this person because they caused a lot of drama. This is the person that may be keeping tabs on you. The Five of Wands, Five of Inspiration there indicates there's a lot of obstacles with this person. This person may play mind games, okay? And, you know, you don't want to move forward, but you feel like you have no other choice. With those dominoes, it basically, you set yourself on a course for new quite quickly. So there'll be a lot happening there in terms of love. I also feel like there's someone new coming on in to talk. I just want to see if this new person, you know them already, or if they're completely new. Page of Inspiration. So they're giving me the same energy. This is someone new. This person may be connected in some way to either a new job or a new creative idea, or even a hobby that you oh gosh. So they're indicating there's two. It's the same energy again, Taurus. Please pay close attention to your reading. We got the Page of Swords again to indicate this being curious about you. And we got the Page of Inspiration. So there's two pages there. So again, just like the two knights when I was clarifying it before, they're giving you, there's options. So you got choice. Deep down, you know that this to be true. You'll have a choice when it comes to love. I feel like both of them will be very curious about you, Taurus. But one is a very passionate person who really inspires you, someone who sets your soul on fire. And the other one, I feel like the one that you already know, I feel like is coming to talk, but I feel like, well, you get to choose. It's totally up to you. You'll be weighing things up, of course, because you've got the Justice card, which indicates, you know, judging the situation. Which one is right for you? I feel like the person you dealt with in the past, there's a lack of accountability there, maybe even sometimes dishonesty. They may not have told you the truth, the whole truth of how they feel, or whether they were all in terms of the relationship. But I feel like someone who's new that's coming on in, I feel like this person is the relationship that you truly deserve and desire, Taurus. So I feel like there's a lot of weighing up energy going on in June for you. So I feel like it's almost like you've got a plan, you're trying to action the plan, but you're crossing things off. And I feel like you're going to have a breakthrough, but there's been a bit of an indecisive energy. Whatever you're weighing up on, the way will be made clear very soon, Taurus. And I feel like the love you deserve, the job you deserve and desire, I feel like just keep going. You'll get what you're meant to receive, okay? In a very positive way. I feel like there's a lot of success there. No. I thought they wanted to go again, and no. They just asked me to look at the bottom. We got the World card. So that is a new cycle. There's a new cycle available to you, okay? A brand new world. It's almost like you were stuck in a very small world, and now you're entering a new large world that is more exciting. You've come as far as you can within a situation. You have a deeper understanding of it all, but you know that it's time to move. Now, whether that's you deciding to relocate halfway across the world to do that, or whether it is you actually just making some major changes in your life to just shake up the system, okay? Because you deserve better. Oh, straight away, we have new beginnings. So again, it's the same energy, okay, Taurus? We've got new beginnings here. And we've also got discernment. Okay, so discernment is about, you know, be careful what you who you let into your world, who takes your energy. You know, there's an energy here of maybe not speaking about the plans that you've got in place here, so that, you know, because who can you trust kind of energy. I feel very much like maybe after a period of not saying something or not doing something about a situation, whether it's in love or career, I feel like now you're actually taking action. And I feel like there's a lot of peace. They're really showing me the direction gauge on here. It's almost like you can go in any direction now. The choice is yours. Okay, now I'll just give you a final wisdom of the oracle card before I close. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, great angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Taurus? What do they need to know? We have orphaned in the reverse and time to go. I mean, Taurus, they cannot give you anything more clear than that, okay? Number 5, I'm just going to show you in the upright. Number 5 is a number of obstacles to overcome, and we got orphaned in the reverse. So something or somebody where you felt like it did not respect you or did not invest in you in some way, you may be leaving that behind, and time to go speaks for itself. As you can see, she's running down, like there's loads of stars there, so the stars are aligning for you to be able to make this change. And as you can see, right, there's a doorway right there. Okay, so I feel like whatever it is you're doing here, it's very exciting. And maybe this is something that you got to do alone, Taurus, because number 45, when you reduce it, 4 plus 5 is 9, which is the Hermit card. So I'm just going to read from the book. I don't want to tell you anything wrong. Okay. Now, this is the protection message because you got it in the reverse. It says, the shadow side of this card speaks to the essence of abandonment. Perhaps you feel a need to remain apart because intimacy is too threatening. It also warns against creating inappropriate family structures in order to conceal old wounds. It's time to address the unhealthy alliances that have been formed and make a decision to heal the past. You will not be abandoned by the world if you claim yourself as whole. Not all relationships are dysfunctional, and not all of them will disappoint you. Don't abandon yourself. You can connect to others in a healthy way once you recognize your patterns and consciously choose to interrupt them. Life wants to love you. Let it. Okay, so if that applies to you, then please take it as it resonates. It's not obviously going to apply to everybody, but it's a very important message for us all, really, to remember ourselves as whole. We're not lacking. We're not lacking in anything. We have everything we need within us in order to move forward. Number 45. Now I'll give you the prosperity message here. It says, the message is clear. The path you've been on with your work, creative projects, and business alliances have come to an end. You will not find the success that you desire to continue with what is now in front of you. This is now an auspicious sign because there is no choice that will benefit you other than taking the risk and stepping into the unknown. It is time to walk forwards into something new. This card also pertains to the more neutral concept of completion. You've finished your tasks and can rest assured that this ending will open up a powerful new avenue of opportunity, even better than you can ever imagine. You've done all you can. Now trust that Spirit keeps the plan moving forward. Fortune requires you to conclude this chapter of your life, and remember that when you close one door, another opens. Okay, so right at the beginning I was picking up this energy of tying up loose ends. Okay, so I really feel like that's an important energy for you. It doesn't mean you have to give up on your goals and dreams, but if you've been sort of doing something that you feel is not working, it's about recognizing that you've come as far as you can within that situation, maybe looking at it in a different way in order to do something new and change up the script, or it is about completely abandoning that way of doing it and just moving forward in a different direction. In terms of relationship, it says it's over, or at the very least, the form of this relationship is no longer of service to you or the other person. This is a time of letting go, of knowing that the journey has come to its conclusion. That doesn't mean anything is lost, although this card could speak to the breakup, the drifting apart, or the end of a soul contract. It is more about release than destruction. Remember the saying, if you love something, let it go. If it comes back, it's not yours. Sorry, I'll start again. If you love something, let it go. If it comes back, it's yours. If not, it never was. Endings are always a sign of new beginnings. If you want something deeper, walk away. So again, it's about walking away and you showing someone that you're not willing to take a situation as it is in its present form. Things need to change and respect you more, whether that's in love or in business, before you decide to be all back on in it. Okay, so thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Thank you so much. Oh, they've only given me one. So they've given me the mermaid. Okay, now the mermaid has got a shell, and the shell is up against her heart. So it's about listening to your heart. Shells are about listening. Okay, listen to your heart. It will never lead you astray. Lead with love, because the mermaid plunges the depths of emotions. But what's really important about mermaid, they're very magnetic in their energy. Okay, very mysterious as well. So it is about keeping things close to your chest of whatever it is that you're doing in terms of your career, and then taking action on it. But I do feel you're being given an opportunity to peacock your wonderful self when the moment is right. They just said Roman to me. That's why I stumbled on my words. I was going to say when the moment is right, but they said Roman. So if your name is Roman, or maybe your nickname is Roman, or you call yourself Roman, or someone you're dealing with is called Roman. A Roman could come from Rome. So maybe you've booked they didn't say Rome to me, so I'm not getting an energy that you're planning a trip there, but you could be. So please take it as it resonates, okay? But they're indicating here, follow your heart and recognize that you're magnetizing the opportunities that are meant for you, okay? They want this card, this trinket on the Emperor card. Okay, so if you're starting a new business, or you're planning, you've got some sort of strategy and plan here to settle down with something, follow your heart. It will never lead you astray. Listen, it really does talk. Okay, I will leave it there, my beautiful Taurus. I hope something resonates in this reading for you. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very important for me. Also, if you'd like to be with a chance to win that free personal reading, free to enter, free to win, free to receive, all you have to do is take 10 minutes out of your day and visualize something that you really want to achieve. Set your intention, okay? So if you want the love of your life, really see it, really see that person, what they look like, how they feel holding your hand, what they smell like. See yourself taking a shower with that person, having dinner with that person, going on a vacation with that person. You get the message. And if you want the job of your dreams, see yourself doing it, not something that you want, because when you want something, it's way over there. See yourself doing it like you have it. Okay, that is when you visualize and you set intentions with the universe, because you see yourself doing it. So see yourself typing up all the documents you need to do, or being an entrepreneur, flying around the world, taking meetings, and see all the money going into your bank account, and you going to the cash point, taking out the cash and going, I've got it, I've got it. This is all happening now. See yourself living the lifestyle that you want, okay? And if you want to, you can share it with us in the comments box below, but you don't have to. If you do not wish to, just put the words intentions set, okay? And I will gravitate towards one lucky subscriber on the 28th of June. Thank you so much, my beautiful Taurus. Love and light.